Welcome back to UICFlames.com. We're here with UIC head baseball coach Mike D. And Coach, I'm not sure if you heard the weather report today, but it's going to be near 60s and sunny in the afternoon. And here we're late in January. So talk about what it's like to be outside for those first few official practices.
Well, you don't have to worry about telling me about the weather. At this time of the year, we're checking it 3 times a day. But yeah, it's great. It's going to be a beautiful day out there today. And we've been very fortunate the last 2 weeks. We've been outside every single day except one. And we had an opportunity to play 3 times last weekend. And we're anticipating being able to do that again in this upcoming weekend. So we really feel like we're just a lot further along than we normally would be at this point in terms of the comfort level the players have with getting back and playing the game.
Yeah. And from a player's perspective, I can't help but think that, being outside for the first week really helps them usher in the season a little better than being in a batting cage.
Well, it makes it more real. There's so many things that you can do the very best you can to simulate. And if that's the best you can do, that is the best you can do. But there is a substantial difference just from taking batting practice from an offensive standpoint, defensively being able to see balls coming off the bat and getting truer reactions than just somebody hitting a ground ball with a fungo. And also for a pitcher to be able to deal with the background and actually seeing how the ball's traveling off the bat and those sorts of things. As a Northern coach, we don't always have this opportunity. And I like to tease basketball coaches that, try to imagine what it would be like to practice in a racquetball court and then open up and do it. And so really, we really feel exceptionally fortunate that it looks like, if the weather holds, that we're going to be outside the bulk of this 3 weeks leading up to Texas A&M. And I think that'll allow us to compete on a daily basis in a much more comfortable manner, where you're not some of those just getting used to being back on the field and all those sorts of things, are going to be a lot less of an issue for us. Doesn't mean we're going to win, but you're eliminating a lot of these things that are kind of annoying the first couple of weeks typically because you're just getting used to being outside.
Sure. Yeah, if you could, talk specifically about what you're able to do as a coach with your players, being outside with your entire team on an actual baseball field as opposed to a batting cage or, like you said, a racquetball court.
Well, you're able to you're able to actually set things up in a game environment virtually every day. And even though you may not have pitching every single day, you can set game situations up so you're incorporating base running and the defensive part and offensive skills. And so you're able to do all 3 of those things simultaneously. When you're inside and you're dealing in a cage area, you're segmenting everything. And so everything's separate. There's a defensive segment, a base running segment, and an offensive segment. And that's not the way the game is played. The game is played, all 3 of those things going on simultaneously. And we've also been fortunate that we've been able to get some umpires to come out and work for us as well. So we've been able to add that component of dealing with calls that we may not agree with, whether you're a hitter or you're a pitcher, and dealing with that frustration as well. So it's great. We feel really good about where we're at right now. And we're not a great club right now, but you can see the development happens so much faster when you're outside like this than when you're indoors.
That's great, Coach. And we appreciate your time today, and we'll be sure to check back in with you before you head to Texas A&M.
Thank you.